I guess we'll start. Um, I first, had you as a coach a little over a year ago, maybe like 18 months ish. And things have been wild from then. So, we started the business. I started it alone in 2020. Um, February 2020, it was like a month before COVID. And, we didn't know COVID was going to be a thing yet. And I had like a 1099 job working for my friend at his cash-based clinic. Um, and 2020 happened. I had just barely started doing my own thing. 2020 happened, and it was kind of a blessing and a curse, just because of how difficult, the year was and everything and all the unknowns. But it kind of catapulted me into doing my own thing. And so I really ramped up, the business during that time. Got a business partner who was a good friend of mine for a while, but it was hard because we were both kind of working and like doing hours at like other jobs and then kind of putting half effort in to the business. And then, kind of moving forward through until we hired you, we were kind of, I think at that point, I was full in on the business and I had been for a while. And then my partner, who's no longer with me, but she was like, I think she was still working hours at her other job. And it was like committing to you was kind of also like kind of forcing us to say, hey, do you want to really commit to this business or not?
Right.
So she quit that and then went into the business and everything. Maverick, I'm on the call. No, I told you while I'm talking is like the one time where I can.
And see,
Okay.
this is mom life. She's handling mom life and business.
I literally can't
Give it
hear
up.
you. What? What? No. Look, I'm literally talking right now. If you're 100% quiet, you can, but don't bug him because he's sick. Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. So, anyways, we're starting with you. It was like, okay, let's really focus in on, like really moving this business forward. We had kind of like tried to do things by ourselves and it was just moving a little bit slow, I would say. And then you really helped us like one, get organized, really maintain focus. I think one of the biggest things you helped us do was to kind of get creative with our marketing strategies. And let's see. Yeah, getting really creative with our marketing strategies and really reaching out to like our community so that we can kind of network better and increase our leads and stuff. And then I think a big part of kind of working with you was you already had all set up like all the automations and for marketing, like with email automations and stuff like that, so that we didn't have to put as much effort in to getting all the leads that we needed. So that was like that was probably the biggest thing early on in coaching with you. And then just, I think the meetings like one-on-one with you, and then also like the biweekly, just like meetings with the whole group was really inspiring, I think. And just kind of hearing what other people have been through, what they've struggled with, what's worked for them, that type of stuff. I'll join as a panelist.
I'm going to try to put your face on, Mel. Sorry. I think the team, we messed up the Zoom. Sorry, guys. Okay, go ahead. I think now we can see you.
Okay. It like cut me off and then I meant back in, but here we go. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering because I could only see you and not anyone else.
Sorry, guys.
Was everyone able to hear all that though, or do
Yes,
I need
we
to
heard
start?
everything.
Okay,
Yep, you're
good, because I don't know if I could start over. Okay. So, let's see. Okay, that was the beginning stages of working with you. Then I think we started growing pretty quickly, which was great. But the business went through so many struggles, I think, after a while. So me and my business partner ended up splitting up and not working out, and she left the business. And it was kind of like that was a pivotal moment for me because um it just felt really impossible. And it felt like, oh shit, I'm alone. Can I do this alone? Um, should I just quit everything and like go get a regular W-2 job? Because it's so much work, to like run a business. And sometimes it just feels like you're super lost. But luckily, like there was a few key people in my life, like Kelly was a big one that just you guys were like, no, you can't quit. Like, why would you quit? It's just gonna get better from here. I think I was just nervous to kind of do it alone. And I just knew that that accountability would like kind of lie solely on me and not another person as well. Um, and so through Kelly's help, and I think the community too, like you guys really, you got me through a really tough spot where I almost quit. And I was looking at my numbers and stuff. And I think the month after she left was like literally our biggest, highest revenue month I've ever had in the business.
Give it up.
So yeah. So that was a huge relief because I was worried that I couldn't, I don't know, figure it out. And it's kind of been, it's obviously like up and down throughout the year and everything, but overall, like it's trending. I'm looking at it right now. It trends upward and like it's really helped me to kind of grow, become accountable, get things organized, I think, which I'm still working on getting organized because things have become more complicated with each like new stage.
Yeah.
So I think that's the biggest thing. And I'm actually working less hours on client care because I hired a PT.
Yay!
And so that's made a big difference. Like today I had no clients. And so when he woke up sick and with a fever, and I didn't hesitate, I was like, well, you could just stay home because I have no clients. I don't have to reschedule anything. And I had two commitments like professionally that I wanted to fulfill, but I brought him with me because he was fine. And because it was just like kind of marketing stuff that was pretty low key. Like I had a little like workshop at a CrossFit gym. He just came with me. And I took him to the clinic for an hour and a half to meet with like another wellness partner in the community. And I could have canceled those and rescheduled if I wanted to, but he was kind of like he's already at home at the clinic anyways, so I didn't have to reschedule anything. He came with me. It was no stress. So I think that's probably the biggest thing is like having the PT, having the admin. It's just a lot of flexibility, I think, in the day, which is really nice to be momming it with all the 6 kids. So